Where'd he go? What happened to him? Why didn't he post anything anymore? Well, I've been busy with life. You know the whole thing at life is what happens while you're making plans? Yeah, well, that's pretty much what happened to me. Last year around March, my dad was diagnosed once again with cancer. It's a non-Hodgkin's lymphocytic lymphoma or leukemia. Really long acronym. I can never get it straight because it changed every time I heard about it. But anyways, but he'd already had it before, and he'd been in remission for 5 years. Well, last year it came back. He went through chemo. Come September, they said, "Oh, you're clear." Well, then around December, it was back already. And so I knew that was not a good sign. They were going to have to do something very severe at that point, some intensive therapy and everything. Well, at the same time, Dad was getting ready to retire, and well, he was, in all honesty, he was a hoarder, and it was getting to become a crisis mode where his house was just full. Junk. I mean, just whatever. But anyways, so he was going to need some help, and he lived 1,300 miles away from where I am here in Arizona. So, being that my sister was already tied up dealing with her father-in-law and her kid and everything else that she had going on, even though she was closer, there's no way she could, help my dad out. And I was like, well, I'm in a position here. I don't have any kids, no wife, and the job that I was doing, I was really looking to get into something else anyway. So I was wanting to go back to school or at least switch careers in general. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going up there. So I ditched everything I had down here. Sold my house, vehicle, pretty much everything except, what I actually would not get rid of. A lot of, my essentials and things like that. Packed everything I possibly could, my whole little world, all into a little 92 Chevy S10 Blazer. And hauled my happy butt up there. Well, as it turned out, long story short, I got started on the cleaning of the house and everything as much as he would allow, because you know how hoarders are. They've got 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't throw out everything. But he allowed me to help him some, and he was very appreciative and everything. But his health was deteriorating, and they were putting him through chemo, and at first it was responding, but it was coming back faster than the chemo could knock it down. So, come around May 18th, he passed away. And so I was left to basically wrap up things. At that point, my sister's father-in-law had also passed away a month prior. So between the two of us and her in-laws, we got together and cleaned out the house, and it was a project. I mean, I was literally working a full-time job doing the house for about 6 months. Mostly just me. Like I said, my sister and her in-laws helped a lot, and finally we got the place, cleaned out enough to where we could list it. And then at that point I gathered my things and moved back down here to Arizona again. So that, of course, took time. Got reestablished, and got a different house down here, and looking to get into armed security work now. So been going through training for that and all, and getting everything else straightened out with the house and everything. So, and all that going on, I really didn't have a whole lot of time to, devote to actually doing any YouTube videos or anything like that. I really had no time for myself at all, and just occasionally went, shooting just to stay current, and that was about all I could do. So now I have some free time. Things are finally calming down a bit. Getting established back down here again and everything. So here I am, back down here in AZ. Wish it hadn't been under the circumstances it is, but like I say, that's life, and just kind of take it as it goes. So anyways, like I said, I've got a whole backlog of stuff I've been meaning to do, and some things that I did film some trips to the range here and there and a little bit, so I've got some of that I can use. And finally getting around to doing a couple reviews, so I'll be posting those up pretty soon, and along with some other, my thoughts and whatever on everything from knives to empty hand to just general whatever, and then even things that aren't even related to defense, just random stuff. This channel's not exclusively about guns or whatever. It's just my channel, just for whatever. So anyways, yeah, for those of you who've been subscribers for a while, thank you very much. And for those of you, still interested or want to subscribe, by all means, subscribe. And I'll be doing what I can to churn some stuff out. I got plenty more to put out there, so keep watching, and thanks for watching.